Welcome back. So we talked yesterday about the Outlaws going to the Jacksonville Speedway. That race is tonight if you are watching this video on Friday. And then tomorrow, they are going to my favorite racetrack in the entire country when it comes to sprint car racing. If you've been a viewer of this channel for a long time, then you probably saw the video I put out a few months back, probably 6 months ago, with my top 10 favorite racing tracks. Doesn't mean they have the best facility, whatever. It means they have the best on-track product. In my opinion, Tri-State Speedway in Hobstadt, Indiana has the best racing product for wing sprint cars and honestly for non-wing sprint cars, for midgets. Hell, you could put horse-drawn carriages on this track and I think it would produce fantastic action. It's going to be race number 18 for the World of Outlaws as long as they don't rain out today at Jacksonville Speedway. And as I mentioned, it's here at Tri-State, the class track. Some people just call it Hobstadt, whatever you want to say. It is located in Hobstadt, Indiana, quarter-mile racetrack. And once again, you will be able to watch this race on Dirt Vision if you somehow did not know that. Now, going into this race, it is one of the most controversial tracks when it comes to drivers. Drivers either love this place or they absolutely despise this place because everything that you know about wing sprint car racing does not apply to this racetrack. And we've seen many times in the past upset winners, guys running up front that you wouldn't expect to be running up front. Non-wing sprint car guys can come into this racetrack and be competitive against the Outlaws. We've seen it time and time again. Carson Short comes to mind. He won an Outlaw show here and almost won another one, I think a year later. Brady Bacon has won the last 2 Outlaw shows here. Obviously, he was a wing guy. Then he went non-wing racing for a very long time, came back, and now he's looking for 3 in a row. We've seen several non-wing guys make the dash and be close to being up front. I just love this place so much due to the parity that we could possibly see here. And I've got a lot to talk about here on this board today. The weather forecast, it's looking good. This race is going to get in as of right now. According to weather.com, the high is 66 degrees. The low is 48. Just a 6% chance of rain and 5 to 10 mile per hour winds in Hobstadt, Indiana. Race will be $12,000 to win and $1,200 to start. And as of right now, there's an estimated car count of about 30-ish drivers that are on Johnny Gibson's list that he sent me. We'll talk more about that roster over there here in just a few moments. And I just wish that one day there's a 60-car field here. I wish one day there is a $100,000 to win race at Tri-State Speedway. I think you would get close to 100 cars. I really do, because of the fact the non-wing guys can be competitive. And obviously this track is right there in the heart of non-wing country. You put a $100,000 to win wing race at Tri-State Speedway, I think you'll have no problem getting over 80 cars. I really, really do. This place is awesome, and I hope that it delivers, that the hype I'm putting out right now, I hope it delivers tomorrow night. The last 5 410 sprint car winners with the wing on top of the car look like this. Last year on June 22nd, Tyler Courtney was able to get a win during the IRA Maverick Wing Sprint Car Speed Week. I think there was, 50 cars or 45 cars that showed up for that IRA race. And it was really good stuff. There was a lot of guys you don't normally see going to this racetrack, and it was pretty entertaining. Tyler Courtney able to get the win. And of course, we mentioned it earlier, the last 2 Outlaw shows have gone to Brady Bacon. He won last year on April 20th, and in 2023, he won on April 23rd. And then before that, Carson Macedo's actually won the last 3 before that. In 2022, he won on April 23rd, and in 2021, he won on April 10th. And then in 2020, he also won an Outlaw show there as well. He and Carson Short split the 2 races there in 2020. Now, down the middle, it's a little bit different from yesterday's board because we don't have any points to talk about. Nothing's happened because Jacksonville hasn't raced yet. So down the middle, I've got 3 guys that I want to talk about as potential first-time winners. This is, I don't know what you want to call it, Rodman Rundown's first-time winner pick. I have no idea. But here are 3 guys that I think have a legitimate chance to win their first ever World of Outlaws show Saturday night. Hell, they could do it at Jacksonville too, but I just think they have a better shot at Tri-State. I think Cole Macedo is definitely a guy to watch for going into Saturday. Last year, he ran at Tri-State Speedway for the very first time in his career. That was in the Kevin Newton Honest Abe Roofing 16T, and he was 7th. He ran 7th in 2024, and he's been fast at the quarter-mile racetracks all year long, was super fast at I-55 before that crash, almost won the race at Talladega Short Track. He's been very good on the quarter miles. And I feel like coming from that California background, we've seen how good his brother is here. I think Cole Macedo could be very dangerous at Tri-State Speedway. That seventh place run came in the 16T, which at the time wasn't an elite ride, right? It wasn't an elite car going around and winning a bunch of wing sprint car races. But Cole Macedo made it go very fast at this racetrack. Also, Chris Windom. I think Chris Windom could be a guy to watch for in this one. Last year, during that 50 or 45 car field with the IRA, he ran top 5 in the Vermeer Motorsports 55 car. He does have 2 Tri-State Speedway wins. Those came without the wing on the car, but he has over 50 starts at this racetrack, and we know how prominent the non-wing guys are at this racetrack. And I think Chris Windom could be in for a really, really good run here this weekend. If he can make it into the dash, I would not be shocked to see him get his first top 5 of the year and his first top 5 ever against the Outlaws. And then the other guy I think I have the most faith in going into this out of these 3 is going to be Hunter Schurenberg. He absolutely loves the Tri-State Speedway. He does have a MOA sprint car win there. He's been second against the Outlaws before. He has 6 career wins at the Tri-State Speedway between the wing cars and the non-wing cars. Hunter Schurenberg has ran up front so many times against the Outlaws, but really has nothing to show for it besides that second place run against the Outlaws. Schurenberg is very, very good. He's ran well in many, many different cars at this racetrack. He's ran well in this Vermeer car as well. And so I think that Hunter Schurenberg could be very dangerous. If he starts on the front row, he is going to be extremely hard to beat at this racetrack. Now, yesterday during the Jacksonville video, I mentioned that there have been 14 lead changes in the main events in the last 5 races there. Last 4, last 5, or last, I can't remember. I think it was the last 5 races. Look at this one. There have been 18 different lead changes in the last 6 races among 9 different race car drivers. 18 lead changes, 6 races, 9 different drivers. That is bonkers right there. It's just absolute chaos on the racetrack at Tri-State Speedway, and that goes to show you right there. 18 lead changes in 6 races. That's 3 lead changes per race on average right there. So you can probably expect to not see the guy that wins the race lead every single lap. That's basically unheard of at this racetrack. And so, I can't wait. I'm just excited, guys. I'm in Ohio right now. It's not that far of a drive to Tri-State. I might hit the road and go over there. Probably not, but I'm really thinking about it. Now, let's get into Sheldon Hodenshield. Let me pause for a moment because I've got to look at something real quick. All right, sorry. I needed to grab my laptop for this section of the board. We are talking today about Sheldon Hodenshield as well in this video. I know Jeremy Elliott did put out a video today during his 90 at 9 talking about Sheldon, and I think I wanted to expand on it just a little bit here and talk about how good he has been at this racetrack, but has not been able to get a victory. So could Sheldon win, or, in the drought of him not winning at this track and his drought right now with the Outlaws, he's on a 33 race winless streak right now. He has 11 career starts with the Outlaws here at Tri-State Speedway. No wins, 4 top 5s, and 8 top 10s. Now, that might not sound like incredible numbers or anything like that, but he has led 4 different races here, and he's ran second on 3 different occasions, right? So he has been super, super close to winning a race, but has not been able to do it. Now, I want to look at a couple of races here. In 2019, he started 18th and ran second. Also, in 2023, he started 8th, led 16 laps, and ended up in the 2nd position. What else we got here? 2020, he started 2nd, finished 2nd. 2018, he started 3rd, led 7 laps, ended up 19th. In 2017, he started 2nd, led 13 laps, ended up in 6th. He's got a pretty good average finish of 8.5 in those races as well. Sheldon has been unbelievably close to winning a race at this track, and maybe this could be the weekend that it finally happens for him and he gets a win at Tri-State or even at Jacksonville. I mean, he's going to be very good at Jacksonville as well. These are 2 tracks that are right in the wheelhouse of Sheldon Hodenshield, and you could tell right there by just those numbers that he has been extremely close to getting a win at this quarter mile. Could that 33 race winless streak come to an end finally this weekend for Sheldon Hodenshield, who currently sits 5th in the overall point standings? Now, looking at the drivers that are not full-time with the series that are going to be in the field, according to Johnny Gibson, and I've got a couple at the bottom here that I think might show up. Tyler Courtney is going to be there, one of the full-time high rollers. Brady Bacon, of course, two-time and defending winner at the Tri-State Speedway. Spencer Basin, he's ran well there in the past as well in the Jason Myers 14. Emerson Axum in the 27. Parker Price Miller's on the list as well in the 71. Sterling Kling in the 34. Now, Johnny does not have the 17 GP car on the board. I would not be shocked at all if it did show up with like Jaden Rogers or something like that. Last I checked, Tim Schaefer drove the car, but I don't know if they've made any announcement of who's the new driver or if they're going to be going to this race. But it's right in the backyard of Michael Dutcher, and I think he might find somebody to wheel this car for this race. Robert Ballou, very well-known USAC driver, is going to be there as well in the number 12. Brian Bell in 23B. Aiden Schmidt, watch out for him. He gets around Tri-State very well without the wing on the car in the 12S. Jimmy Light in the 23L, Brad Bowden in the 7C, Gage Polkerbeck in the G5, Aiden Gatewood in the 37, Bryce Norris 37B, Brayton Lynch 29, and then a couple of question marks here that I have. I wouldn't be shocked at all to see Kyle Cummins show up in the 3P. He is the Hobstadt king without the wing on the car. Chase Stockin maybe shows up in the 92. Kendall Rubel, who's been in the dash before with the Outlaws at Tri-State in the 17. And Jeff Dodge has been there the last couple of years, but he was not on Johnny's list, so he might show up as well. So going to be a solid field of cars. I think you could put 2 cars on the racetrack, and they're going to put on a show at this racetrack. So we'll see how it all goes. Tomorrow night, Tri-State Speedway, race number 18 for the World of Outlaws. Make sure to watch on Dirt Vision because it is going to be just can't miss action, I think. That's the best way to describe it. You're going to be pretty upset with yourself if you miss out on a very, very good show going on over there. So thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Make sure to hit like, hit subscribe, and we'll talk to you guys again on Monday here on the Rodman Rundown.